Hey Cancer, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading. Oh shoot, for December 12th, 2024. There's just too many cards. It was like about to fly out, man. Last shuffle coming out for Cancer. Let's see what's going on. Hopefully this is great, right? So we have hidden motivations, okay? And your higher self. Some of you do not, you may not trust, I won't say that. You may see life differently now. Some of you may be in a space where I just see life differently. It's like you're not so focused on the smaller, mundane things anymore. You know, like how what people think about what you're doing, uh, other people's opinions, those types of things. You may not be so concerned with getting approval for decisions. You may not care if you're rejected for what you've done. You may not care about being shut out and ostracized as much. There's something about your higher self being very understanding, accepting, and forgiving for those who may be shutting you out. If you are dealing with people that are just like they may not be speaking to you, they may be rejecting you, um, they may not be exchanging. Like you may reach out and they don't reach back. They may be like you may feel like it's done, it's over, like they're not going to speak to you again. For that to come out in the Ten of Swords, oh my gosh. You have Two of Wands, Four of Cups, and Strength, and Ten of Pentacles with hidden motivations. So for a lot of you, your intention, you may be, in a sense, you may not trust the decisions that you usually make. So for that to be here, this is saying that you have choices have been coming out for everybody. I mean, choice has been coming out every single reading. It's crazy. But they're showing that you may be settling for back. It seems like you settled for something, and but they're asking you to make decisions based off of what will fulfill you, not necessarily what makes you happy, right? But a fulfilling decision. Like if you have two choices, and this is like the vibe of like, even though you are not getting the benefit or the like the like this is sometimes strength is like these are community energy sometimes for some, for some readers. I mean, of course that's not coming out, but for me, strength a lot of times speaks of your environment. It speaks of like your community. um, and a lot of times, because if you think a lion has his territory, right? He has his territory, his pride, and a lion would not ever let someone just stand next to it, right, in the wild. But because of her calm strength and her um, conviction of what she is doing, the lion is like, okay. And so that's a lot of times that's about the environment or the atmosphere or the energy coming off of someone or something that is like, it's very, that what its intentions are. You can feel the energy. I'm seeing that with this coming out. This may be family, or sometimes this could be the community or the area that you're in or the atmosphere that you're sensing. I'm seeing that you have a very sensitive antenna, and so you may not trust that just because, like how I would say, if this is hidden motivations is about, I'm not really sure that I have the right motives to do what I'm doing. Um, this would be like saying, just because someone is family doesn't mean that they are my people, right? Just because these are my coworkers doesn't mean that we are on the same team, right? Because even though your coworker would mean that we're on the same team, we're working for the same goal, that doesn't mean jack. They may just be there and sabotaging the whole job. That's what they're saying here, and they're saying that you may be making decisions, feeling rejected by people that should be you should feel good about, you should feel confident about, um, and that this is just like a reputation in a sense. Like you're questioning whether you should continue to be used to this mess, right? It's like you're used to it. You may be like, oh, I'm used to that. That's how they act. But are you supposed to be used to that? Is the question. So, higher self with the Five of Pentacles and Ten of Swords would tell me that your higher self is telling you that it's enough. Like there's nothing wrong with you, right? It's not about a lot of times when people act the way they're acting, right, they're not giving what they're getting. You're giving a lot and you're getting nothing back. That your higher self is saying, there's nothing wrong with me that they're doing this, or nothing wrong with me that these things are happening to me, right? This would tell me that spirit is kind of throwing out here that you're not being victimized, you're not being rejected. This is all like you're benefiting from something out of this situation, although it doesn't seem like it, because they're saying there's no right or wrong to act. This is all a learning experience. It's supposed to expand your understanding of life and love here, right? About about a healthy exchange when it comes to love, right? What to, not necessarily what to expect, but um, what you should accept, I guess is the best way to put that. And they're telling you that you're not, there's nothing wrong with you, that where you are in your space right now, all is perfect, whole, and complete, and you need to stand for that. Okay, the sacred temple with the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Wands. This is a spirit energy of knowing that you're about you, like you're in the right place at the right time. And they're showing here that the right thing to do is for someone to apologize. That's something here about the right thing to do, right? Where you're meant to be is somewhere where you are um, having a conversation about something here. But Spirit wants you to know as well that you could probably sense that some people have not evolved and they're not mature enough for the kind of conversation they need to have with you. You deserve an apology. You really do. You deserve for someone to come and speak and spill their heart and tell you something, but they may not because they're not mature. And Spirit wants you to know that is what you're meant to have. Don't. It's not that you're not meant to have that, right? But they're showing that um, it's almost like sometimes the apology is silent, but you can sense it. You may be able to sense that people are sorry, or that there's kind of sending you energy of I'm sorry. Um, but are they going to tell you? No, they're going to tell you very cryptically if they do. They're going to tell you maybe complaining about their issues, complaining about their problems, and real oh gosh. And when they tell you about their problems, if they do that, or if you find, because it seems like they're going through some stuff that's unreal, like it's coming from all angles. Oh gosh, when they do, it's almost as though Spirit wants you to realize that, man, first of all, things could be worse. You could be in their shoes, but also that you are more successful than you know, right? Everything works out for you, or everything will work out for you. Maybe after you hear some of the things that this person's going through, or these people are going through, you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm actually, I'm kind of, it's cool, it's cool, I don't even need the apology. Good gosh. The vast universe with the Three of Wands and the Hermit. The vast universe, oof, golly, Spirit wants you to focus on making plans and taking action on some plans. They're showing that things are going to balance out for you. You may have cause for celebration pretty soon, or maybe now, and that they're showing that you may have been held up or held back by people, especially if you've been, uh, I won't say maybe neglected or rejected in some way. There's something about them rejecting you or neglecting you, and maybe not giving you your just due. And Spirit doesn't forget, like, you know what I mean? It's like you did all this work and maybe the people involved didn't give what they were supposed to give, but there's something about Spirit saying that you're going to have a reason to celebrate regardless. Like, you're going to get paid back, you just won't get paid back the way you think you will. It's coming in a different way. It's going to be beyond something you can imagine. I hope that makes sense here, especially if you have been overworked and underpaid in a way. Um, like, I've been doing all this and I didn't get much out of it. There's something here about Spirit saying that these people, like, you end up getting paid, but they end up having to do a deep dive because of what they have done, if that makes any sense. They end up having to do some soul searching while you're reaping the benefits of your hard work. It's like they did it to themselves. Spirit wants to tell them, like, it's your fault. that you're going through that. You know that, right? You could be dealing with a Leo. We have Virgo. Those are the main signs. We also have Pisces, Scorpio, or another Cancer. So you could be a Cancer Leo cusp dealing with a Leo Virgo cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, but you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.